Today we're going to be learning how to shoot a roll of 35mm film at night. The first thing you're going to need to do is grab a film camera, whatever film camera that you have, and then you're going to need to grab some film. Then you just open it up. Today I'm using the CineStill 800T film stock, which is pretty good for low light. And then you're going to want to pop open your film camera using the dial on the left hand side and prepare to load your film. You're going to want to make sure the film is aligned properly inside the camera. It's only going to go in one way, and make sure it's secure. Then you have to pull some film out of the roll and make sure to keep it tight with the camera and stick the end of the film into the little slot on the other side. You want to make sure it's aligned with the sprockets and then pull the film advance lever to put it into place. Close the camera, and before you shoot, pop the dial down and set the ISO to that of the film stock you're using. Then you're going to want to dry fire the camera to advance the film to the point where the chemicals can capture the image. Now you're ready to shoot, and you just have to wait for it to get dark. All you have to do now is grab a tripod and go have fun shooting. You can play around with whatever compositions you think look cool or whatever you think might look interesting to shoot. The reason you're going to need a tripod while shooting film at night is because you're going to have to be shooting with a lower shutter speed. And if the camera's not on a steady base, it's going to cause a lot of shake within your photos and they won't be as crisp. Another thing you're going to want to keep in mind is using the timer mode that's built into the camera. Most cameras will have it, but not all, and this is just to avoid the shake as well, because even pressing the shutter can cause the photo to be ruined. You also have to pay attention to your aperture and shutter speed a lot when shooting at night. I usually shoot at the fastest f-stop that I can just to let in the most amount of light. The shutter speed you can play with the most depending on what you're trying to shoot. Sometimes if your subject is emitting light or already lit, a lower shutter speed will do just fine. But as you can see in this shot and in other shots, you can see light streaks from cars, which can also be an artistic choice. Once you're done shooting your roll, your camera's not going to let you advance anymore, and you're ready to roll the film back in. Now to do that, all you're going to have to do is flip the camera over and press this little button on the bottom to release the film inside. Then you're going to want to go back up to that dial and start spinning it clockwise to roll the film back into the container. There's usually going to be a little arrow that will tell you what way to spin the roll. Keep spinning the roll until you hear it click and you kind of feel the resistance loosen on it, and that's when you know that your film is all spun back into the container. And then you can pop it out and you're ready to get it developed. And then all you have to do is take it to your local camera store or your local drugstore, and they'll be able to get the photos developed for you.